fantastic stories. I did some intramurals too. We co-ed volleyball, almost won it all. We lost in the championship game. Yeah. There you go. I was kind of awesome. So we got some fantastic stories for you guys. So let's get started. Paul George, prior to the Pacers matchup with the I was about to say Indiana Heat, the Indiana Pacers against the Miami Heat, he stated that basically Kevin Durant is a tougher player to guard than LeBron James. We have his quote via Yahoo Sports, so let's pull that up very quickly if we can. Here was his quote. It is a tougher matchup. I watch their games. I watch a lot of NBA games. Good for him. I always like that, by the way, when athletes take pride in their sport. And offensively, KD is, and obviously Durant is, most of the times, he's scoring in bunches off of ISO plays, which he didn't do against the Pacers, and one-on-one plays. And when they play against us, he's moving a lot. He's the screener. He's getting back screen, and he's coming off pin downs, and it's a little different when I'm guarding him, and makes it tougher to cover. By the way, a pin down, I had to look this up. When you set a pick on a player close to the basket to let your teammate pop out to the wing. So that was kind of awesome. I always like looking up sort of terminology of each sport. But here's some of the numbers. By the way, Basketball Reference is a fucking fantastic website. If you don't go to it and you're a sports fan, you're half an idiot, just half unaware. So some of those things, by the way, and I want to get your opinions on this, but just hear me out. Kevin Durant dropped 36 against the Pacers. LeBron dropped, I believe it was 17 points, but he had 14 rebounds.
Oh my God.
Coming off the screens, Kevin Durant, 11.2% of his shots. For LeBron, 17% of his attempts come in the post, 21% in transition. He has 551 total points to Kevin Durant's 579. Durant shoots 50% on two-pointers. LeBron 62% on two-pointers. On three-pointers, obviously, as you might know, Kevin Durant takes more, 37% on 33 of 88 shooting. And LeBron James, 43.3% on 29 of 67% shooting. Also, LeBron has a better assist ratio. I believe an assist percentage, which is also an estimate of the percentage of teammates' field goals a player assisted while he was on the floor, 33 to 23 in favor of LeBron. So let me start with you, Mr. Carter. So, okay, Kevin Durant or LeBron James, who's harder to guard?
Chasing around Kevin Durant is, I would say, tougher. Coming off screens, coming off picks all game long. I mean, LeBron's big body gets into the post. Obviously, his shooting percentage is probably higher because he's closer to the basket more than Durant. Even though Durant's taller, he's shooting more outside shots.
He gets better looks.
But Durant chasing Durant around all game, and he's already 6'11", and you're trying to come off picks and still trying to extend your hand and block. It's going to be tougher for me. I would
6'10".
I would say tougher to guard Durant than LeBron.
I agree, and I think another stat, and I think you mentioned it briefly, is that LeBron scores 20% of his points on the fast break.
28%.
Yeah, and not to mention, again, the telling stat is LeBron is a better distributor. So, again, I think you're right. They're two different beasts. I think Durant's half-court game is more refined, and he's got more weapons in his arsenal than LeBron. But LeBron can body you up. I mean, he's a better shooter. He can come off a screen, hit a shot more consistently than LeBron.
And Kevin Durant is averaging 29 points per game.
Yeah.
LeBron is averaging 17 points per game. Excuse me. Hang on just a moment. 25. I was looking at the Pacers line. 25 points per game, 6.5 rebounds per game, 6.3 assists per game. The assist numbers are up there. So out of anything, we could talk about the MVP and what have you, and that, if you take this guy off that team, look, if you take either guy off their team, they're not going to be where they are today.
Right.
But here's my point. With LeBron, is it more of a team effort defensively instead of a one-on-one effort? Because he likes to draw the double teams. If he gets in the post, he draws a double team, he's going to kick it out to Chalmers or Battier or Ray Allen. Is it a sound defensive effort when you're playing against LeBron?
Then the Heat, exactly, especially because there's so many guys that can hurt you, especially with, like, you have Mario Chalmers sitting on the wing, you already have D-Wade, you have all the big names, and then I think you ask any NBA player, if you want to chase somebody around all game coming off screens, they're like, heck no.
I mean, let's not forget, Russell Westbrook isn't chopped liver.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And neither is Serge Ibaka. But again, I think they run a half-court set more, which I think defensively, you obviously spend more time playing defense, which makes it harder. You get tired. I think that has something to do with it as well. The Heat, their offense is predominantly it's a transition game. They'll get out and run on you far more than the Thunder will. You're guarding Durant over the course of a game a lot more than you're guarding LeBron, which I think is not, is a point that needs to be made.
Who's going to stop the runaway train of LeBron anyway?
Yeah, you're not going to stop that.
This beast, both of them, it's like, who's going to put the
hilarious.
I'll tell you what, man, I don't want to guard either one of those guys, though. Those guys, that's the best scorer and the best player in the NBA, in the world.
Percentage-wise, by the way, Kevin Durant 47%, LeBron 58.4%. So speaking to your point, he gets better looks and a better percentage of looks, certainly.
Yeah, and I think it's transition, it's the post-game. That's an astronomical percentage, by the way.
So you guys agree with Paul George? Kevin Durant is obviously the harder guy to defend because it comes around the screen.
In a 24-second shot clock, like you said, half-court
setting, absolutely.
Incluso él falla tiros tan fáciles de vez en cuando. ¡El balón desplazado! ¡Corren al contraataque! El balón le llega a Chris. Ha quitado falta en el tiro. Tendrá dos oportunidades desde la línea de personal. No hay muy fresquita, alineó esa bandeja con una falta y ahora tendrá que ganarse los puntos. Es mejor enviarle a la línea de tiros libres que regalarle una bandeja. Primera vez que acude a la línea de personal en este partido.
There was my car, and in bright pink was the word fag written on my windshield.
Kevin Durant is 29.5. That's his league-leading player efficiency rating this year. LeBron James has led the league in that category for 6 years running, which has a lot to do with why he's been MVP for the past 5 years, 2 years in a row. LeBron, by the way, is right behind Durant at 29.3. Now, last night, for the second time in 4 days, Durant scored an NBA season high 48 points, this time in a losing effort against the Jazz. Now, welcome back, and to talk about Durant and is taking his game to the next level, welcome in ESPN.com's Tom Haberstroh, who writes for ESPN Insider that so far Durant has been the NBA's most valuable player. Now, Tom, before you explain to America why, and before I tell you why you're wrong, we've been asking our viewers and followers to tweet us whether they agree to the hashtag more valuable player, and 55.4%, Tom, agree that Kevin Durant is more valuable than LeBron. So they agree with you, at least the majority agree with you. Why should that number be higher? Why should 100% agree that KD is the more valuable player right now?
Well, just about every value metric out there agrees that Kevin Durant has been more valuable this season so far than LeBron James. He's averaging right now a 29.5 PER player efficiency rating, best in the league. And when Westbrook is off the floor, you think that Kevin Durant would struggle to score without his point guard. But actually, that PER jumps to 35. Kevin Durant, a 35 PER without Russell Westbrook. The all-time best rate is about 32. So he's playing ridiculous without Russell Westbrook.
I see what you're doing. With all due respect, you're a rational guy. I love your work. But you're jumping on the narrative, Tom. You're jumping on this narrative that, he doesn't have Westbrook, so now he's got to carry the team, which may be true. That doesn't make it more valuable than LeBron. You got numbers. You know I got numbers for you, Tom. 25, 6, and 6 LeBron is averaging this year. Only guy in the league to do that. As a matter of fact, he's the only guy in the league the last 10 years doing that. You're not going to sit up here and tell me Kevin Durant is a more valuable player at both ends of the floor than LeBron James, even if Durant is taking his game to the next level.
All right, if LeBron James is such a better defender than Kevin Durant, then why are the Heat 8 points per 100 possessions worse defensively with LeBron on the floor? His defensive numbers are down.
You're telling me LeBron is a bad defender all of a sudden?
Well, I'm telling you, LeBron's numbers are down outside of those shooting numbers, which are ridiculous.
Yes.
Every number so far this season is down. His rebounds, his assists, his steals, his blocks. Right now, Mo Williams and John Wall are blocking more shots per minute than LeBron James.
Okay, so I'm going to give them the MVP then. Go ahead and put them on your MVP watch list. Fine. He's shooting 67% true shooting percentage. Best in the league. Now, you want to talk about player efficiency rating? His usage rate is the lowest since his rookie year. Tom Haberstroh.
What you got to say about that? Why doesn't he shoot more? If he's so efficient, why doesn't he shoot like Kevin Durant does? Kevin Durant has been very, very efficient, if not as high as LeBron James. He's taken more shots, more difficult shots, and he's still shooting about 50% from the floor, 40% from three, and 90%, which is way better than LeBron from the free throw line.
Okay, fine. LeBron is shooting 59% from the field and 41 from three. No player in NBA history, Stroh, has ever shot 60-40 in a single season.
He went to the cell phone.
I just somebody sent me that. So listen, look, man, I'm not taking anything away from Kevin Durant. He is fantastic. I just feel like LeBron right now is being more unselfish with his teammates and picking his spots, okay? But seriously, look, forget the numbers for a second. I know that's blasphemous on numbers never lie. What are your eyes telling you, Stroh? You're at every Heat game. You're in Miami right now. You had to pick a player right now to start a team with, a most valuable player.
Wait.
That's my definition of value.
Don't even answer that, because let me jump on this for real.
What?
This is not about starting a franchise. We're talking about this season.
Who's the better player? Who's the better player? Who's the better player?
This season.
I didn't actually have this better numbers. Who's the better player between Kevin Durant and LeBron James?
This season,
Better
it's been Kevin Durant.
Oh, my.
It's been Kevin Durant.
This season, last season, next season, it's LeBron James.
It ain't about next season. Ain't about last season. You get caught up in making this a career award.
And people like Tom Haberstroh get caught up in trying to give it to somebody different, Stroh.
Michael, you are switching the conversation. You're changing the question. Right now, so far this season, Kevin Durant has been better by every metric. It's not just PER, it's win shares, it's more. Any advanced stat you pull up, it's going to point to Kevin Durant being more valuable. And let me say this. Kevin Durant is coming into his prime. He's getting better, whereas LeBron James just turned 29. He's coming out of his prime. So I don't think it's as close or as different in terms of value. Like if you're starting your franchise right now, I'm probably still going to go with LeBron because he's had a better track record. But so far this season, Kevin Durant has definitely been better.
So maybe I picked the stat fight with the wrong guy. The bottom line, and look, I'm sorry. I just feel like this happens. It happened with Jordan. It just happens when you start to say, oh, well, look what's happening. Because Kevin Durant is definitely doing different things for his team than LeBron for his. Look, Wade has missed a lot of games this year. I mean, let's not act like LeBron isn't still playing at an extremely high level and is peerless in a lot of regards. I'm not saying Durant is not the MVP in NL, as I've often said, not named LeBron, but I have a hard time buying into, even with all your beautiful numbers, that Durant is more valuable, as great as he's been, than LeBron James is. You need more people, Tom.
No, he doesn't. And by the way, we have a number to settle this.
Yes,
for sure.
Tom.
We have a number to settle
You
this.
brought your numbers, we brought ours.
By the way, his numbers was better than yours. I'm not sure. I'm just saying. I'm just being objective.
Stroh, you trying to take my place? Is Kevin Durant more valuable than LeBron right now? Numbers say nah. LeBron James just continues to improve his efficiency, Stroh. He's shooting a career high 58.9% this season. If it continues, that will be the 7th straight season that he's increased his field goal percentage. Lenny Wilkins, as you know, is the only player in NBA history to do that, and his highest shooting percentage during that streak was 44%. Stroh, you were excellent in your NL debut. So good, in fact, that I doubt whether I invite you back. I can't have you upstaging me on the show.
Convierte el primero. Cambio importante en el quinteto de los NBA. Convierte ambos tiros desde la línea. Ahora juegan los Lakers. Oh, gran jugada defensiva para interrumpir el alley-oop. El balón le llega a Cannon. Balón desviado. El tiro y ahora jugará el equipo de Phoenix. Si sigue estando un poco atrasado, van a tener que buscar otras opciones. Y pitan falta una vez el tiro. Y han cazado en el centro y dispondrá de 2 tiros libres. No perdona Richardson con el tiro libre. Anotar los tiros libres es una gran manera de volver a meterse en el partido. Consigues puntos sin que se mueva el reloj. Y en este segundo cuarto están mucho más acertados. Todavía no han fallado ninguno. ha cruzado la defensa. Envía arriba. Buen tiro. Ahora el partido ha sido toma y daca.
Ya ha habido 6 alternativas en el marcador en la primera parte. Sí, puede ser muy bueno. Han venido con el cuchillo entre los dientes y vamos a disfrutar de un gran espectáculo.
Pasa, cansa y recuperan el balón. Primer tiro libre dentro. Ajuste rápido de los Lakers. La primera mitad.
We've not won this game yet. Hey, if you let up on teams, even a little, it's enough to get their guys out. He's really causing problems for us. No space.
Volvemos al centro del Phoenix. Que llena las calles que rodean el Golden State Resort Arena. Está a punto de comenzar el tercer cuarto. Los equipos intentarán adelantarse en la segunda mitad del partido. Los Suns, detrás en el marcador, le llega el balón a Payne. Tenemos a Kriel. La juega Payne. Encesta gracias a una asistencia perfecta.
Su ataque se basa en el movimiento y los pases. Sí, son muy generosos. Buscan al jugador desmarcado y lanzan el pase. El sueño de los futbolistas.
El robo de hombre. 1-para-1 en este contraataque. Se apoya en el tablero.
Los puntos en la ofensiva han sido una constante. Siguen machacándolos y no ofrecen mucha resistencia. La defensa tiene que esforzarse más.
Adentro. Ha metido la mano. La segunda parte está en marcha. Primer minuto de juego. Le llega el balón a Payne. Kriel. Cubierto por Nance. Venga. Clava el triple.
Han salido muy enchufados del descanso. Llevan 3 canastas seguidos.
Los Lakers por detrás en el marcador. Y aquí está Nance. ¡Esa vale!
Es justo lo que quería para esta posición.
90 segundos del tercer cuarto. El balón le llega a Kudric. Ahí tenemos a Benda. Se juega un triple. Otro triple de los Suns.
Gran movimiento del balón, José. Ha sido la clave en este partido, Anthony. Lo mueven sin parar. La defensa no aguanta el esfuerzo.
Roba ese balón Kudric. Y aquí llega el contraataque. Le han hecho una falta muy dura y disputada de 2 tiros libres. No encuentra el tiro. Y el segundo tiro libre entra. 2 minutos en el tercer cuarto de juego. El balón le llega a Nance. Russell. Al centro. Stone. Se hace con el rebote Campbell.
Supongo que podrían haber empezado peor esta segunda parte, pero 1 de 4 no es un buen porcentaje.
La juega Kudric. Aquí está Payne. Han metido la mano. Parece que los Suns conservarán la posesión. Apenas han transcurrido 2 minutos y medio de este tercer cuarto. Brenda. Le llega el balón a Payne. Y aquí está Booker. Y le ofrece un bloqueo. Aquí tenemos a Benda. Balón robado por Benda. Booker. Corto, pero entra tras tocar el aro.
Hay que aplaudir ese pase interior.
Pase la cancha. Y recibe el pase en carrera y la hunde en el aro. Los Suns van ganando. Le cargan la falta a D'Angelo Russell. Es su primera falta.
Me parece justo. Todavía se estaba moviendo. Él cree que sus pies ya estaban colocados, pero es evidente que no era así.
Balón desplazado. Randall por la derecha. Gran, pero tendrán otra oportunidad. sé si podrán frenarlo, pero al menos deben encontrar alguna manera de hacerle trabajar más para anotar.
Rando le ofrece un bloqueo.
Adentro. Y allá van. Segunda oportunidad.
Recibe una falta dura y va a la línea de personal. Rando suma una falta. Ya está dejando. Le llega el balón a Chambers. Al interior, robo de balón. Kane, rozado. Aquí está Russell. Pase oportuno y anota la bandeja después de entrada a canasta.
Cuando vio el hueco, puso el balón.
Se están repartiendo el trabajo en ataque.
Sí, todos tocan el balón y circula de maravilla. Y por eso es más difícil defenderlos. Nadie se mueve tan deprisa como el balón.
Se coloca para el bloqueo. A la zona. 6 segundos de posesión. Le taponan. Ya hemos superado el primer minuto de juego del último cuarto. Le roba la cartera Campbell. Será falta. Se la pitan a pasta densa. Será su cuarta falta del partido. Progresa Payne. Adentro. Y le taponan. El balón sale del campo. Phoenix conservará la posesión. El balón le llega a Goodrich.
Lleva todo el encuentro así. Menos mal que sus compañeros están haciendo un buen trabajo.
Tenía espacio, pero falló. Acabamos de superar el minuto y medio del periodo final.
God, I cannot make that pass.
Ya vamos 1 contra 1. Kane enchufa el tiro rápido.
Hoy está bastante afinado. Ha tirado bien en este partido.
Empezarán a jugar los Lakers. Solo han permitido 2 puntos. Buen cuarto. ¡Anota!
Me encanta su velocidad. A veces parece capaz de realizar jugadas solo porque quiere hacerlas.
Y aquí está Goodrich. Después del bloqueo.
La cara de un rival mucho más alto. Ha estado muy rápido con ese tiro. Cuando se mueve por el perímetro, la diferencia de altura no es tan importante.
Saca a la izquierda. Será falta. Se la pitan a pasta gancha. Es su quinta falta.
Qué falta más inoportuna. Tiene que demostrar más sensatez para que no le quiten la quinta en esas circunstancias.
El balón le llega a Goodrich. El balón queda suelto.
Por muy acertados que hayan estado con los rebotes, no han encontrado la forma de capitalizar esa ventaja. Y si siguen reboteando así y además consiguen encadenar una pequeña racha, les remontarán enseguida.
Llega para hacer la trampa. Pasta gancha. No saca partido desde cerca. Le llega el balón a Payne. Aquí tenemos a Craig. Salen al contraataque. Russell, canasta. Aquí tenemos a Goodrich. Estamos en el último cuarto y ya hemos dejado atrás 3 minutos y medio del mismo. Le llega el balón a Aldridge. Payne, defendido por Russell. Payne comete un fallo.
Buena jugada de dos, pero la bola no quiso entrar. Aún así no me extrañaría que volvieran a intentarlo.
Posición exterior para Nan. Stone. Se ha pasado con ese lanzamiento. Los Suns en ataque. Han disfrutado de una ventaja de 11 puntos.
Han desaprovechado esta posición, está claro. Era un tiro muy difícil.
Aquí tenemos a Chambers. El balón sale del campo. Los Lakers conservarán la posesión. Rápido ajuste de los Suns. Cierra el tiro. Y los Suns comienzan la jugada. El balón le llega a Booker. La mete.
No necesitó entretenerse para decidir. El pase venía medido al espacio.
Phoenix por delante en el electrónico. Saca a la derecha. Aquí está Payne. Tiro desde la parte alta de la zona. Se quedó corto.
Pero como ese no suele fallarlos, esta vez ha tenido mala suerte.
Posición exterior para Nine. Y falla desde la línea de triple.
Si quieren remontar, ese triple no era la mejor opción.
La defensa está siendo intensa. Payne.
Seguro que suspira de alivio cuando suene la bocina. Qué cuarto tan desastroso para él. No le sale nada.
Oh my God.
Falta intencionada. El balón es para los Suns. Solo han permitido 8 puntos en el último cuarto.
Ahora va a tener que darse el paseo de la vergüenza hasta el banquillo.
Yeah, I agree with that.
La victoria en un partido muy disputado. Vaya exhibición han dado en casa. Y emociona al último momento y no se sabía qué iba a pasar.
We got defeated.
Y eso es todo por hoy.
Give me fucking 17 turnovers. 12 turnovers. Oh my God. I'm going to bed. I got 42.